Yes, students. So here we are having a vector f. And what have I taken? This vector is a force vector. What is it? A force vector. And magnitude of this vector I am taking as 10 newtons. Okay, in this direction. So I have applied force of 10 newtons, say at this particular point in this direction. Now, what I want to do is, I will express the unit vector of this force vector whose magnitude is 10. Then what am I going to consider? I will consider another vector, okay, in the same direction. But the magnitude of this vector is 1 Newton. Same direction, but magnitude is 1 Newton. Then this becomes the unit vector of force vector F, which I am going to denote as n cap vector u. So this u vector, small u vector, but here I am not going to give the denotation of the vector as an arrowhead. What am I going to do is put a cap over its head. क्या डालना है उसके ऊपर? टोपी डालो. So this becomes n capped vector f, and it is the unit vector of which vector? Vector f. So I call this as n capped vector uf becomes the unit vector in the direction of vector f. And what is going to be the magnitude of this vector? Magnitude of this unit vector will always be equal to 1 Newton. If I have this vector expressed in Newton, magnitude of this vector will be 1 Newton. So what is this n cap vector uf? It is the unit vector in the direction of वेक्टर f. वेक्टर f के डायरेक्शन में ये यूनिट वेक्टर हमने लिया है. What is the importance of this unit vector? Importance of this unit vector or significance of this unit vector is, this unit vector helps us to separate the magnitude of a given vector from its direction. Okay. So what relation do we have? So if this is the unit vector of this vector f, I can say vector f will be equal to. Now, what is the direction of the unit vector? Same as this vector, isn't it? So I can represent the direction of this vector by this unit vector. So I will say unit vector f, which will be n capped vector uf into magnitude of vector f. Okay, so direction of this vector f is given by its unit vector, and this value gives me the magnitude. So what has the unit vector done? The unit vector has separated the magnitude of a vector from its direction. So if I want to calculate the magnitude of a vector, यदि मुझे किसी वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड कैलकुलेट करना हो या किसी वेक्टर का यूनिट वेक्टर कैलकुलेट करना हो, तो इससे रिलेशन क्या मिलता है मुझे? Keep this unit vector over here, this will come down. Vector f upon magnitude of vector f will be equal to the value of the unit vector in the direction of vector f. This is one relation. Or I can get another relation as, if I want to calculate the magnitude, then what will be the magnitude of a vector? magnitude of this vector f will be equal to vector f upon its unit vector. Okay? So these relations are very, very important, and you will be asked some numericals based on this relation of unit vectors. Very important. Now from the unit vectors that we have studied, there is an important point that we have to keep in mind and which we are going to refer to in vector analysis every time, and that is rectangular component of vectors. Okay, what? Rectangular unit vectors. In rectangular unit vectors, we always take ncat vector I, small I, as unit vector in the direction of x. This is the unit vector in direction of x-axis. Positive x-axis. Ncat vector j is the unit vector in direction of positive y-axis. Okay, and ncat vector k is the unit vector in the direction of z-axis, positive z-axis. Okay, so if we consider a three-dimensional aspect where x, y and z axes are always mutually perpendicular to each other. If I take this as the x-axis, then this will be the y-axis, this will be the z-axis. Then unit vector in the direction of positive x-axis will be vector I. In the direction of positive y-axis will be vector j, ncat vector j, and that in the direction of positive z-axis will be ncat vector k. Okay, so in other ways I can write unit vector in the direction of x is small case I ncat. Unit vector in the direction of y is small case j vector, and unit vector in the direction of z-axis is small case k vector. Okay? Important, we are going to make use of this rectangular unit vectors in the further aspects of vector analysis. Got it? So these are the types of vectors that we have studied. These types of vectors, all these are important from the point of view of examination and conceptually tremendously important, because we are going to make use of these vectors everywhere in further vector analysis. Are you getting it? So you have to keep on revising this. Now we are going to pass on to the operations on vectors. What do we mean by this? We are going to see how we can add vectors, subtract vectors or multiply vectors. So let us go for vector operations. Okay, in that, firstly we will take multiplication of a vector by scalar quantity. So we are going to consider multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Now you have to remember in this, what? When a vector is multiplied by a scalar, scalar means a quantity which has only magnitude. So when a vector is multiplied by a scalar, it gives a vector. Okay, that means, say we have a vector. This vector is multiplied by a scalar. Then the product of a vector multiplied by a scalar will be another vector. So vector multiplied by a scalar will give you the product which is equal to a vector. So if I have vector p and if it is multiplied by a scalar quantity, say s, then s, which is a scalar, multiplies the vector p. The product will be another vector, say q. Okay? So when a vector is multiplied by a scalar quantity, the product is always a vector. Got it? Now in the next operations that we have to do will be with respect to addition and subtraction of vectors. So let us see addition and subtraction of vectors. Here we will take addition of vectors representing a physical quantity okay. Now there will be two conditions applied over here. The first condition is that these vectors are in the same direction. Okay. So if I have, say this as vector A with the magnitude of vector A equals to 5 centimeters. So this is a displacement vector. I have another vector B. Again it is a displacement vector and magnitude of this vector is 3 centimeters. Now these are the vectors representing the same physical quantity, that is displacement. Their magnitudes are different but their directions are same. Then I will add these two vectors as vector A plus vector B. how will this addition be? This is vector A of 5 centimeters. I will add vector B over here, which is of 3 centimeters. So what is the total magnitude of vector addition over here? Vector A, which is of 5 centimeters, added to vector B, whose magnitude is 3 centimeters. So as these are in the same direction, particle is getting displaced from this point to this point, and then from this point to this point. So total displacement will be 5 centimeters plus 3 centimeters, that is 8 centimeters. So the total magnitude of the vector displacement over here in addition will be equal to how much? 8 centimeters. Why could I add these vectors directly? Because these vectors were in the same direction. They were the vectors of a physical quantity, same physical quantity displacement, and were in the same direction. इसलिए हम ये दोनों वेक्टर्स के मैग्नीट्यूड को ऐड कर सकते हैं. ओके, बट मैग्नीट्यूड्स यदि डायरेक्शंस डिफरेंट हो या अपोजिट हो तो हम क्या करेंगे? So now we'll see these vectors in opposite directions. What am I saying? Vectors in opposite direction. So देखो, ये vector A है with magnitude of vector A equals to 5 centimeters in this direction. Now I am taking vector B. But the direction of vector B is exactly opposite than direction of vector A, and this vector B is of 3 centimeters. अब यदि मुझे दोनों वेक्टर्स को ऐड करना हो तो दोनों के डायरेक्शन को सेम करना चाहिए. तो मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? इस वेक्टर को उल्टा कर रही हूँ. So let me have this vector in this direction now. But when I reverse the direction of vector, go to negative vectors, this vector will become minus B vector. That means it becomes the negative vector. Then if I want to add vector A with vector B, so this will be done. I can add these two vectors now. So this becomes vector A plus of minus vector B. That becomes what? Vector A minus vector B, whose magnitude will be equal to 5 minus 3, and that is going to be how much? It will become 2 centimeters. कितना हो जाएगा? 2 centimeters. देखो, सिंपल थिंग है. ये पार्टिकल यहां से पहले यहां डिस्प्लेस हो गया 5 सेंटीमीटर. ओके, और बाद में उसने फिर से इस तरफ जाना शुरू किया 3 सेंटीमीटर. तो यहां आ गया वो. अब ये पॉइंट से ये पॉइंट तक उसका डिस्टेंस कितना होगा? ये 5 माइनस ये 3, 2 सेंटीमीटर. ओके, सो दिस इज addition of vectors when these are in opposite directions. Are you getting it? Or you can take it as vector subtraction. Okay students, go through it, revise this, keep this well in mind. If you are clear with these concepts, vector analysis is going to be very easy for you.